Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? We're here for the Town Nation Q&A. Just let me check something. Yeah, it's fine. So what's up? We're here for the live Town Nation Q&A. So pop on in, share it around on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anything. MySpace, Tumblr, Instagram, what's up WrestleShed, welcome to the stream. And get your questions in, because we don't have any before the stream. The rule is you pop into the stream and you ask your questions. Episode number 1, we're here, we're ready to roll. So, let's see what type of questions you have for us today. If any. Walker's ready salted or salt and vinegar? Salt and vinegar by far. As weird as it sounds, ready salted are like normal crisps, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I actually like flavoured crisps. I like your prawn cocktails, I like your salt and vinegars, all sorts of things like that, really. But out of those two, I've got to go for salt and vinegar, most definitely. I just think I like salt and vinegar anyway. Like, I always put salt on my meals, vinegar on my chips, always. Having them in a crisp was quite weird. It was very, very weird the other day, because I tasted some Christmas pudding biscuits, which was wacky, but wonderful at the same time. So I had some Christmas pudding biscuits the other day. But out of those two, I've got to go for salt and vinegar. What's up, Angel Black? Welcome to the stream. You can just ask any questions you like. It's completely up to you what questions they are. God, I needed to do that. Any questions are welcome. Can be basically about anything, as long as it's not too rude or anything. I'm open to answer them. But make sure to share it around on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that good business. Are you a big wrestling fan? Huge! I've followed wrestling since I was about 2-3 years old. And my first wrestling memory was a while back. I was about 3. And I remember seeing The Undertaker come out. And I discussed this on the Town Nation podcast. I won't go into it in detail, but I did discuss it on the previous episode of the Town Nation podcast. So if you haven't already seen that, go and check it out. It's amazing. With my co-host Tyler Keller, we talked about our first memories and our favourite Raw moments. And, you know, I saw The Undertaker, and from then I was hooked. I'm now 18, so 15 years later, I'm still watching. I'm still going to events. I'm planning on going to my first WrestleMania next year, WrestleMania 35. It's great. I love wrestling, man, of course. Do I like Lindt chocolate? Lindt is amazing. I always like Lindt. With you, of course it is, Tyler, with you. Well, I'm so hungry, but I'm waiting for the family to come home with food. See, I eat when my family is out because they go wild with me. Because I eat too much. And then when they're out, I can just blame it on my brother. When I don't want to say 100% of the time it's me, but most of the time. What's your favourite Lindt chocolate flavour? That's a tough one. Because I don't really buy it too often. I don't really buy it too often. Strawberries and cream is amazing. That's right up there, definitely. It's right up there. Okay, cool, because I screaming and post up a lot with wrestling events, and I post an update theme songs to WWE. Awesome, man. It's great to hear. But yeah, you're in with a ton of wrestling fans right now, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. We're just past 2,325, which is fucking awesome. You guys are amazing. So Least favorite wrestler. That depends on whether you mean wrestler as in their in-ring skills or wrestler as in their personality. Mind you, it's probably the same answer anyway in Enzo Amore. So, I'm not a fan of Enzo. I think he's an absolute right fucking dickhead, to be honest with you. Favourite match ever in any oh my goodness. Oh. So, I've watched WWE for 15 years, but I've only started branching out these last couple of years. I've been to an ICW live event. That Fatal 4-Way was amazing. It was Pete Dunne versus Trent Seven versus BT Gunn versus Wolfgang. And that Fatal 4-Way was incredible. It's not my favourite match, but it's one I remember because I was there. But my favourite match from any... And then I've started watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, obviously, as well. But my favourite match from any promotion would have to be from WWE. And I'd... No, I'm alright. And I'd probably have to go for... Sorry, that was just my brother shouting up to me. I'd probably have to go for... It's tough because, you know, there's been so many. It's a very, very good question. Because I've always liked the matches that Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker put on. The Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match was amazing. My favourite is your on spot answer. Yeah, I know. I'd probably have to go for Michael's Taker Mania 25. I think that match is very, very underrated, and not only the wrestling, but the story they told inside the match was just absolutely fantastic. And that's also what I look for in wrestling, you know. It's not just about two guys fighting it out in a ring. It's also what story they have. Exactly. Flair versus HBK, you know, that's right up there. I did actually mention that one. And again, it's not just two guys fighting, it's a case of the story, the build-up, the story they told you during the match was just amazing. Your favourite is local competitor Braun Strowman number 2. I'm sorry, I love you. Favourite WrestleMania? I remember, it's not my favourite, but I remember 30 the most. My favourite Mania... Obviously, I haven't watched like WrestleMania 1 to 33, but as funny as it sounds, I loved 33. The Hardys return, except from Taker at the end. But my favourite Mania, either 24 or 26. Both of those was incredible. You say 24, you say 26, exactly. Either 24 or 26. Your favourite Mania was 25. Again, a fantastic event. Probably 24. Just pipped it. Just pipped it. But my top 3 is 24, 26, 33. They're my top 3 Manias. But my favourite, I'd probably have to go for 24. But it's just. Least favourite WrestleMania. Take a Punk out of the equation, and I'd probably have to go for 29. I don't know. It just wasn't well bought. The hype around it didn't deliver. I quite enjoyed 31 actually, especially the main event, because Brock and Reigns tore each other apart, then Rollins cashed in. 31 was okay for me. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. I probably have to go for WrestleMania 29. That's probably my least favorite. Exactly, yeah. 31 was pretty good. I enjoyed that. If you could put Kenny Omega in any dream match, what would it be? That's a tough one. I think if he returned to wrestling in the current day, I'd go for Omega Bryan. In the current day, I'd go for Omega Bryan. I think that would be off the charts. Of all time, Omega Michaels would deliver. That's a good one. Omega Michaels will definitely deliver. I think, though, I don't know why, but I think Omega Austin, the story they could tell in that could be awesome. And what they're leading up to with Omega and Rose, I think that'll deliver. And I'm surprised about Jericho staying in New Japan as well. Wish I could stay longer, but I've got to go and put some more videos on my YouTube channel. It's nice talking to you. See you. Alright, man. See you later. Omega Rock as well. That's another one. Yeah, definitely. I think they could deliver. Omega versus Bacon. You never know. You never know what could happen. You never know. My dream match that we haven't seen, though. Punk Austin's right up there, and there was actually teasing it, but that didn't pay off. My dream match, though, is Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. I think I've said that for years. Absolute years. Angle versus Bryan submission match. I think that would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, I think Bray Wyatt should have ended the streak. I do agree with you. Looking back, yeah, Brock at the time was a right option because Taker was fucked. Like, he was done, you could tell in that match. But if he could continue one more year, which he did in the end, because he did versus Bray Wyatt, I do think he should have been the man to break the streak, because that would have really told a story in revitalizing not only Bray Wyatt's career, because it's shite nowadays, let's admit, but it would have been bigger for a current day weekly superstar to do it than it would for a part-timer like Brock Lesnar, who we all know is great in the ring anyway. Well, you know, a beast anyway. One superstar can return to WWE. Who is it for you? Punk. Easy. Easy. Punk. Yeah, exactly. Punk. Everybody's saying Royal Rumble will be bad. Women's Royal Rumble. And again, me and Tyler have discussed this on the podcast. You can go and check it out. I think the Women's Royal Rumble will be an absolute disaster, to be honest. I think that'll be a disaster. Men's Royal Rumble, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We can't say anything about the men's. You know, because we've had some great Royal Rumbles, although it has been a while since we've had a good Royal Rumble match. Last year's was okay, but it was just legends returning that got the hype going. This year, we need an actual good match in the Royal Rumble. Now, obviously, a SmackDown superstar, Bobby Lashley, while you've just mentioned it, Bobby Lashley has more or less finished with all of his dates with Impact and other promotions that he's been doing. I know he's been in talks with WWE as well. Batista said he wants to return to WWE, so that's interesting. But it has been a while since we've had an actual good Royal Rumble match. They should do it this year with the talent they've got. People, not only like Braun Strowman if he's in it, Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ will defend his WWE title. But, you know, they've got the talent to put on an actual good wrestling Royal Rumble match. Now, we know that the winner will be from the SmackDown side. That's basically said, confirmed. But, yeah, someone like Sami Zayn, Rusev would be amazing. I'd love for Rusev to win it. We can't have Reigns at number 30 again. No way. I think someone like Samoa Joe should be number 30. I think him coming in, wrecking everyone, getting down to the final two, then someone like Zayn, Rusev, Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura eliminating him, I think that would be amazing. The big dog is on the hunt! Jesus Christ. It really pissed me off when he was number 30 though. Like, he didn't need to be number 30. There was no need for him to be number 30. Now, I wanted Nakamura to win the Rumble, but the way they built him up, you know, to get a Royal Rumble victory, you obviously want the superstar to have a really, really good build-up. Nakamura hasn't really had a great build-up. He's lost out on the WWE titles on many, many occasions. Exactly, even Tyler was pissed off, and he's a big Roman fan. He's lost out on the WWE title on many, many occasions. He's lost against, like, Jinder Mahal. And the build-up towards a Royal Rumble, even these last couple of months, he lost in the main event of Clash of Champions. Just the build-up for Nakamura it hasn't been great. So I'm not sure whether they're going to go that way. Ricochet has just been signed. I think someone like Rusev, someone like Kevin Owens, someone like Sami Zayn. Say if Kevin Owens picks up the pinfall, he's a WWE champion. Sami Zayn could win the Rumble. That's them setting up for Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn at Mania. One last match, even though they're friends right now. Owens and Zayn could do... It could be a great storyline to set up. Kevin Owens, WWE Champion, Sami Zayn wins a Rumble. That would be probably the greatest way to go. Apparently he's going to be on 205 Live, so I'm not too sure about that, but having Rockstar Spud in the Rumble would be great. There's one guy I want in the Rumble, and that's Pete Dunne. If Pete Dunne is in the Rumble, that would be magnificent, and he fucking deserves it. Get Pete Dunne in the Royal Rumble, seriously. But yeah, Ricochet has been signed by WWE. It's just a case of when they're going to debut him. Apparently it's going to be NXT. Apparently another one is War Machine, which is a tag team on the Indies. They have just competed. They have just competed at Wrestle Kingdom. They were in ROH, and they've been on a tear. Apparently they've been signed by the WWE as well, but apparently they're going to skip NXT and not actually do anything to do with NXT. War Machine apparently are going to skip NXT and go straight to the main roster, which could be very, very interesting to see. But do you guys have any more questions? Because this is fucking lit right now. And if you haven't already, make sure to like the stream. It does mean a lot. And if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Officially join the Nation Club by subscribing to the channel. Get your merchandise in the description down below as well. Favorite wrestler of all time, The Undertaker. Easy peasy, lemon bloody squeezy, The Undertaker. I've said that for years. And I once actually did a video on The Undertaker. It was just after WrestleMania 32? I think it was just after WrestleMania 32. And you can tell I'm quite emotional. You can tell I'm passionate about Taker in that video. It's a video dedicated to The Undertaker. Someone just asked about my favourite holiday, dream holiday. Making it happen next year. This year I'm going to Spain for the first time. I'm going abroad to Spain, and then next year I'm going to Mania. Fingers crossed. So it's gonna be a wild year. It's really gonna be a wild year. Yeah, Taker for me, and welcome to the stream, Sniper, bro. I just want Stars Nakamura to happen. Plus, Nakamura winning the Rumble could turn his career around. Yeah, but again, the build-up hasn't been great, and if you're going to win a Rumble, obviously, you want the build-up for that superstar to be fantastic, and it hasn't been for Nakamura. Favourite sport other than football and wrestling? Horse racing? Probably have to go horse racing. Dream Mania location excluding anywhere in the UK. Could happen next year in New York. I'd love to. My dream is to go to New York, so to go to Mania in New York, that is banning. It's my dream holiday. Somewhere in Europe, I'd go for Paris. Anywhere in the world, I'd go for New York. I've always wanted to go for New York. You like football? Who do you support? Leeds United, although we lost to fucking Newport. Because we're shit. We're fucking shit. Can't believe we lost to Newport. Don't wrestle Shadow, please don't. I want Mania at London. Everyone would pay money for that. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? I want Mania in London. That is my dream. But my battery is on 1%. Shit. So if it goes dead, it goes dead. But do you have any more questions before I end it? Because I don't want the stream to go off and not upload. It's on 1% right now. And we will do another Town Nation Q&A probably towards the end of the week, because this has been absolutely incredible. So many questions. This is what I like. The interaction between me and you is the best way to do it. Something like a Q&A. You're interacting with me. You're telling me your opinions, the questions you want to know about me, and what I think. I'm interacting with you by answering all the questions. It's the best way to do things. So we will do one, let's say Friday. I'll do another Q&A on Friday. TKW Money in the Bank on the Tyler Keller Show's channel tomorrow. Money in the Bank pre-show's just been uploaded. A classic match between the women. So make sure to go and check that out. If you haven't already, make sure to like the stream. Or if you're watching on the demand, like the video. It does mean so much to me. Make sure to officially join the nation by subscribing to the channel. And join the nation club by buying the Town Nation merchandise. The link is in the description down below. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for TNW.